was feeling very depressed, very self-conscious about the way I looked. I was feeling totally uncomfortable with myself around people. They actually had to put me in first class at one time just to give me a bigger seat. That was my last humiliating flight. Spent the majority of my adult, lifehood trying to lose weight, successfully losing it, but never really keeping it off, never really getting to that goal that I wanted to get to. And after 50, I figured it's time to spend the next 50 years at a normal size. I found Dr. Goya through a friend. He's like a no-nonsense guy. He gives you the facts, he gives you all the information, any type of question you have about the procedure, he's readily and able to answer those questions for you. And I just felt comfortable with him, and I just felt this is the person I wanted to do my surgery. The first thing he suggested was I go to one of his seminars, to explain the procedures, and the options and the pros and cons of the procedures. And I've pretty much had my mind made up at that point what I wanted to do. The tools that he provided during the initial consultation is I did see a nutritionist, I did see a psychologist. I had to see a psychologist. I had to go through all the medical tests and everything to be ready for this procedure. Dr. Goyle's staff, they're a friendly bunch of women. They always remember your name when you walk into the office. They remember your face. They're a very good group of people. Surgery is really a small part of it. You have to be mentally ready for this. If you're not mentally ready for this, and if you have expectations that are not realistic, I don't see you succeeding in any type of surgery. I'd have to say this is the best decision that I did make for my life. I do feel 100% better. I have more energy. I like what I see in the mirror. And since the surgery, I feel like a normal person. I don't feel like I'm, like the fattest person in the room. I was experiencing some sleep apnea and some heartburn. That's all gone. I have high blood pressure, and that's controllable now. Since losing the amount of weight I've lost, the simple thing of sitting down in a low chair and getting up without having to hoist myself up. I could just stand up quite naturally. I'm not out of breath. My back doesn't hurt any longer. I could stay up later and still get in my 8 hours and don't feel exhausted when I have to get up in the morning. I feel so much comfortable going on the airplane now. I always heard stories about when you see this fat person walking down the aisle, people start saying, oh, I hope she's not going to sit next to me. And I know I'm not that person anymore. I like to go to the stores now and try on clothes. And I feel very youthful. I don't feel like I'm a woman that's 50, going to be 54 this year. My life is 1,000 times better.